Alrighty. Hi there, 7th graders. I will say I do miss being in the classroom and being able to teach this to you in person. I really do miss that. I appreciate those that are sending me awesome questions and verifying whether they're understanding what they're doing. So those that are doing that, keep it up. Awesome job. Okay. All right. So this has some examples already done for you. So hopefully that will help as well with understanding why it's important to make sure you're showing all your steps. Okay, because Friday you will have a short, quick, how are you understanding this quiz? So I'm really hope that you are actually watching the videos and putting in all your effort you can into solving these. Now, my first thing is you always have to do your addition and subtraction first. It's kind of like PEMDAS backwards. Okay, you have to do your addition and subtraction first. Okay, so that's what they did here. They undid their subtraction because the opposite of subtracting is adding. And you notice they did it to both sides. So that's what we're looking there right there. Okay, the other thing that you have to do secondly, before you even get to your solution, is then you have to undo any multiplication or division. Okay, so here they had 7v. Oops, wrong part. They had 7v and they wanted to get v by itself. So you have to undo multiplication by dividing both sides by 7. Okay, so that's where you need to make sure you're really paying attention of what you need to be doing. Okay, then of course they checked their work. Some of you are not doing that part. Okay, that will save you from getting a wrong answer. You always have to check it. Okay, those are the important parts that you need to make sure you are always doing. Okay, and then simplifying here, that is just another word for rewriting the equation. Okay, so when you look at these and you look at what they did first, is always getting rid of the addition and subtraction first. So we undid addition by subtracting because that's the opposite of having 8. That's the difference. Okay. You want to get the x by itself. So we first have to get rid of what isn't attached to the x. That's why we get rid of our addition and subtraction first. And then we take and simplify it down. Follow your integer rules. If you borrowed $10 one day and $8 another day, you owe $18. Now, what if you had 3 people that you've borrowed money from? Well, then we need to divide both sides by 3. And this is a typo. That should say 3 there and not an x. Let's see if I can draw that in there. But this should really be a 3. Okay, because then our 3's cancel. And then you have your integer rules. And then, of course, what did they do? They always made sure they checked their work. Okay? If you are not showing your steps throughout the whole thing, you are not going to get full credit, even if you're getting all the solutions. You have to show your work. Okay? All right, so we have 4 that we're going to do together, and then the rest is going to be your homework. So 4 together, 6 for homework, and there's even a challenge question if you want to get a bonus point. Okay. So my first job, we always said, is to get rid of our addition or subtraction first. So I look at 4y plus 1 equals 13. So my job is to subtract 1 from both sides. Okay, then I'm going to simplify. I'm going to bring down this 4y. It doesn't disappear. My 1's cancel, and I have 13 minus 1, which is 12. Okay. I want to get y by itself, so what number is being multiplied with it? The 4. We want my 4's to cancel. So what's my solution? y equals, if I take 12 and divide it by 4, I get 3. Then we're going to check our work. Plug 3 in for y, because that's what we're saying it equals, so we're just replacing it with its actual value. Okay, so 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1, and 13 equals 13. So our answer works. If I didn't get that check mark, then I know somewhere I made a mistake, and I would need to go back in and recheck my work. Okay, now 2 is written a little differently. We have our variable over on the other side. There's my variable, there's my x. And I want to get my x by itself. Okay, so negative 11 equals 3x minus 2. Remember, we always get rid of our addition and subtraction first, then divide. Oops. Not let me write very well up there. Okay, so first thing, I am going to, what's the opposite of subtracting 2? I'm going to add 2 on both sides. Then I have to follow integer rules. This doesn't become a negative 13. You owe me $11 and you gave me 2. You still owe me $9. Okay. We're not done yet. Not done yet. We don't have x by itself. So now I have to divide both sides. And I have to divide by my 3 because that's what's attached to x. So then x equals, and 3 goes into negative 3, or 3 goes into negative 9, negative 3 times. So that's our solution. And now we're going to check our answer. Is negative 11 equal to 3 times negative 3 if take 2 away? So negative 11 equal to negative 9 minus 2. Well, that's really like negative 9 plus a negative 2. So yes, negative 11 equals negative 11. Okay. On this next one, I'm going to show you something that I've seen a lot of kids doing on their work, and you can't do it this way. Okay, especially when we get to multi-step equations. You've got to stay organized. That's why we're teaching you these steps this way so that you are staying organized. Okay, so what I'm seeing kids do on their homework right now is they're going ahead and they're like, ooh, I know I have to add 5 to both sides. And then they're also trying to divide by negative 5 at the same time. That's not organized. It looks like a hot mess. I have no idea what's going on here. Okay? You might be able to stay organized in your mind. But when we get to more difficult problems, we need to make sure we can stay organized on paper. Okay? Okay, you owe me $5. You gave me 5. That's 0. My 5's cancel. And so then I need to divide by my negative 5. While 0 divided by anything is 0. So that's what we're saying t equals. And then, of course, we're going to check our work. Okay? If I want, I can check my work over here off to this side. Okay? So negative 5 equals a negative 5 times 0 minus 5. Well, anything times 0 is 0. If I subtract 5 from that, I get negative 5. Okay? All right, I'm going to challenge you. Pause this. Go do number 4 on your own. And then come back and see if you got the right answer. Okay? Remember, you want to undo your addition and subtraction first. Well, it looks like my subtraction is with my negative 2k. Technically, it's with this. That's a positive 7, right? What's the opposite of having $7? Losing $7. Okay. Then I can see that I have two negative 7s on the right side of the equal sign. Okay. Negative 7 minus 7, that's the same thing as that. So these cancel. This is now a negative 2k, which is equal to a negative 14. My next job, I gotta still get k by itself. How am I gonna get rid of that 2k? Or negative 2 away from the k is going to be dividing both sides by 2. Well, negative 2. And remember your integer man, 2 negatives make a positive. So we are saying k equals 7. So I'm going to check my work. Is 7 minus 2 times 7 equal to a negative 7? Now this is a negative 2 times a 7. So that makes a negative 14. You had $7. You spent 14. You owe your parents 7 more bucks. And that's exactly what we wanted. Okay. So go through. You have each 6 more problems to do. They are fairly just exactly like the other ones. Make sure you pay attention which side your variable is on. And then you have 2 challenge questions to get some extra points. So go ahead and give those a whirl and do your best that you can do. Have a great day.